Can you go over and ask Martin to tag Sonja? Hi guys, BEAD TALK, we're back. It's my, I would hear it if it was on. My BEAD TALK, I'm so sorry. We are having issues with our sound. Please have him tag her, honey. Thank you.
Martin.
At least we have ability to be here. And hopefully when she comes this time, the sound will be taken care of. I don't know why it goes in and out. It does not always do that. We're going to wait. Sonja, I am so sorry. We're going to get it working. That one, yeah. Yes. There it is. There it is.
Sonja Stebe?
Yep. Yep. That's okay. We've invited her back, and I am so sorry, you guys. It's like when stuff like this happens, it can be so frustrating. It's hard for me not to just give a little shriek. I'm telling you, that's how it is for me. Frustration abounds. But that's okay. We're just going to take a deep breath and start again, and hopefully it will work. Sonja may not realize that we have gone dark. She's not invited yet. Sonja, when you're here, let me know you're here, darling.
Oh, it's starting again. When you put the speaker on.
Why is he?
This speaker was not connecting.
It was not connecting.
Well, it's not on.
Because it's out of juice.
It was on. It just wasn't connecting to her phone.
Now it's
We're
connected to something.
going to try to get Sonja back. Please stop. Wait till she responds. Sonja, honey, I am so sorry. If you're here, let me invite you back on. If it was working, then I would hear myself. Yeah. You sure? Again, technical difficulties today. I'm so sorry. But we have the live going, so that's good. Let's see. Sonja, if you're here, honey, comment in the comments and let me know that you're here, and then I'll send you another invite. Did you tag her?
You mean in a new video?
Yes.
Well, I'll try and find a new video.
I'm like, why? Could be worse, so we're not going to complain. It could be worse. Okay, I'm still waiting for Sonja. She may not realize that we have had that the video paused or ended. Did you tag her?
Yes.
Okay, Sonja's tagged.
No, you're not live yet.
Yes, I am. I'm live at Treasure to Remember.
But it takes a while to get on the page.
Oh, well, I have ladies here. Martin can't see us.
You're telling Gem Suppliers?
Go ahead and comment, Sonja, so I can invite you on, darling.
Oh. Why is her comments there? Why is it not showing up?
It's not showing it.
Yeah.
Sonja, don't worry. We're going to get this worked out. And I don't know if it's because we have high winds today.
Because it says here.
We're going to figure, okay, now put her name in, how you did before. Could you turn that off? No. It's not there. Not invite. The ad. Yeah, that one. Just add her name on. See if she's there. Okay, do it the way you did the invite the other way then, since it's not there.
Yeah, why is it not?
Okay, do the invite like you said, like you did the first time.
Okay. It's already invited her.
Okay, it says you're invited, darling. 1 minute. Oh, poo. I don't know why it's not inviting her on. Okay, let me try to fix this. It says that you are invited. Oh, bummer. It's not showing me any.
The best thing to do is to apologize and say you're going to restart.
Okay. Yes, I'm getting instructions from my director here, my manager. We're going to exactly give you a humble apology and let us figure it out. If you could give us a few minutes. There she is. She just came up. Hold on. Let's see if we can try this. We're inviting you right now. It's back on, Sonja. Crossing our fingers. It takes care of the sound. Hi.
Did it really work?
We got our
Okay.
sound back.
Oh, cool.
I don't
Okay.
know what happened before. Right now we're having spring weather, which is high winds. And for some reason, I don't know why it messes with everything. All I'm just going to say is, woosah. I'm so happy it worked. Thank you. Thank you
On
for
my
hanging
end.
in.
Yeah.
Okay, now that I can hear you well, let us go back. Tell us the end of your gorgeous jacket there. I want to start with your jacket. You were telling me about the end, about you were wearing it and you were calling it the sleeve.
I don't
Or
know.
Xanadu sleeves, you said?
Yeah. You know, you remember the movie in the 80s, Xanadu?
Yeah.
That has these kind of wild sleeves, you know.
Reminds me of Prince.
Yeah. It kind of does. It kind of does. I wear it once or twice a year, you know. I don't know, just a crazy idea I had, and it turned out okay.
It's freaking amazing. Do you do custom orders?
Huh?
You do customs?
You know, I was talking to one of my friends about that, and the thing is, when you make something like that handmade, it takes a really long time. And right now, I just don't have time to do that. You know,
Run up into the thousands for handmade. You know it. To be worth that.
And the other thing with handmade on something like that, I just kind of do whatever I do, kind of, you know, flighty, and making something the exact size to fit somebody's exact body would be very difficult for me.
Right, right. I see.
I can make something for myself, and if it doesn't fit quite right, I'm okay with that. And, you know, just like I don't make a lot of jewelry for other people either, because I can't do this crimp bead. I don't trust myself, you know? So I'll make stuff for myself, but making for other people, I feel like is this huge responsibility. Yeah, I'm just scared.
For me, when earrings are, to me, I feel very confident about the earrings.
Yeah.
You're right. It's always the necklaces or the bracelets. You're thinking, oh, I just see it being yanked.
I know, and it falls apart. And then maybe, you know, people want their money back. But I'll tell you what, here's a plug for your bead retreat. I know that at your bead retreat, you're going to teach people to do it the right way and make stuff that'll last.
Angela is going to come in, that sweet baby, and think she has so much experience. That's what she, you know, began doing on top of everything else. And so she has made so many pieces that I'm going to absolutely trust her to show me the right way to do it. So I'm going to be learning to do that, just like it. And you don't know how many tutorials I've watched. It doesn't matter. I am a hands-on person. I need somebody to physically take me and show me.
Yeah.
So it's going to be wonderful. Thanks for that plug, darling. I hope you can make it.
Well, you know, I would love to sometime. I don't know about this year. I know on some of my other lives, I've talked about what we're doing here. We're building a house. And this fall, I'm hoping to be able to move into it before the snow gets here.
Oh.
And so that, you know, I'm sure I won't be going anywhere this year.
No, you're going to be enjoying that beautiful new house you're building for yourself. How exciting!
We're pretty excited about it.
No doubt. No doubt.
You know,
So you got so much going on. Well, you're just like me. Your plate is spinning.
yeah, I know you just moved recently too, and it takes a year or so to get settled in. It really does.
Much. So that was part of your past, showing us those gorgeous. I mean, I wasn't sure. I knew that you had some handmade items, but I wasn't sure about, for instance, like the paintings. I don't know if I've ever seen those before, but I'm just so intrigued and enthralled because your creative side is just coming from so many different areas, pouring it all into that. I'm just still absolutely amazed about that gorgeous paint. So the back is a painting and then the top is multimedia.
Okay. Actually, it's here. Maybe I can kind of move it a little so you can see
The 3D dimension of it. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's just a major, beautiful display. I can imagine the installation of that would be amazing.
Yeah, it has you know, those mirror. It's to hang a mirror flat on the wall. It has one of those right here. And this is a piece of plexiglass that I actually had fabricated at a shop in Bozeman. And I had him drill all these little holes in it for me so that I could do, you know, kind of like weaving with yarn.
Yeah.
I tried crochet once. I made a blanket that's about this wide. And then my hands started to hurt, so I didn't do that. But I like to combine, you know, all the kind of things that I've learned with the weaving and the yarn and the beads and then the oil painting in the back.
Stunning. So is the painting behind the plexiglass or on the plexiglass?
It's right here, right? So it's on right here.
Okay.
So,
well, I didn't know if it was if you were painting like reverse painting. I was you're about to see me go, what? I'm trying to imagine it.
I guess I could try that next.
You're like, inspiration. Love it. That's so incredible.
Piece with it's got this capiz shell. I don't know if you can see the capiz shell, but it took a hit during the move, and it's not all actually together over here. Okay. And I have some really cool ideas how to redo this so that it'll even be more kind of see-through-ish and stuff. And I think this one is my mom's favorite, so maybe I'll get this.
I'm with Mom. And what I love, what you just mentioned, is that your piece can be ever evolving.
Yes.
Something broke, no worries. We can create an alternative vision for it.
Yes.
So lovely.
Yeah.
So lovely. So you began with this. You were inspired by watching what would you say was your uncle beading?
Okay, well, the first inspiration, my grandfather, he had all the beads, laid out. And so, he was there, of course, but we were in the basement playing around, and who could resist all of those beautiful beads, So that there was the inspiration there, just the fact that all those beads were sitting there wanting somebody to play in them, Begging
even, I dare say.
This inspiration came from, I was exposed to an artist in New Mexico, and I should have grabbed her name before the show. I'll put it in the comments later. But she has some pieces that are actually in the Smithsonian.
What?
She's a really famous artist, and she doesn't do a painting back here, but hers is a weaving. It's all fabric and weaving, and she has several layers of what she does. And when I saw that, I thought, well, I could combine that with painting and beading and kind of do something different. And so this is what I came up with. But it was my exposure to her that inspired me to create something like this.
I just love it. I love it. All the little sparks that the minds give us
Yeah.
of all these beautiful creators. They
Yeah.
just have no idea how much inspiration they are sprinkling along the way,
Yeah.
including yourself. This is amazing. This is like a museum piece too. It is really gorgeous. So when did you become the Amber Lady? Let's bring us up to the present.
Okay, for the present, it was actually at the fabric retreat where my friend said to me, Sonja, I want to teach you how to sell online. And she did. And I guess I could share a little bit. I used to be a healthcare chaplain, like in a previous life. I have my master's in theology and all that, but it's really hard work.
So is that the military? For the military you're in?
It was healthcare.
Oh.
So hospice, hospitals.
Oh, okay.
And so eventually
Chaplains with the military, sorry.
Oh, it's okay. I get that question all the time. No worries. But what happened was I got sick. I got Guillain-Barré. Have you heard of that?
What is that?
It's anybody can get Guillain-Barré. It's when you get the flu really bad. And this was before, the coronavirus or anything like that. I got the flu really bad, but because my body was so weak when I got the flu, that it affected me in a very, very negative way. It attacks the myelin sheath on your cells.
Yes.
And so I could barely walk. And so 4.5 years of physical therapy, and I can walk and move and jump and play again. I got over it, which is rare. Not everybody does get over it.
Really?
But,
oh, wow.
I needed a new profession. And so at the retreat where I made the jacket, my friend says, I want to teach you to sell online. What do you want to sell? And I was like, Italian Murano glass beads, of course.
Of course.
And so that kind of started into the beading world of gathering beads from all over the world and then selling them. And amber became my favorite really quickly. When I found amber, it changed my world.
That's it right here.
Yeah. And so here's a little sample.
Oh my goodness. Would you
little
look
carved from the back
by
one of my favorite artists. Her name is Irina Wastag, and she lives in the Baltic states. If I say Lithuania, she'll live in Poland, and if I say Poland, she'll live in Lithuania. I always get them, but anyway, she's over there somewhere, and I get to see her yearly and pick out pieces of hers to resell. And so those are my favorite.
Are you going over there to visit?
No, she comes over here. I would love to go over there.
Right? Wouldn't that be fabulous?
Yes.
That's my dream.
Yeah, that would be wonderful. But I fell in love with all kinds of amber. I sell the beads. I sell carvings, anything amber related. Just
you have the most extensive collection that is so and sometimes when I need a little pick me up, I'm just gonna say I am just going through all of your photos, just There's something about amber personally. I have a lot of blue amber,
Oh, really?
and
Oh, wow.
I just love
See
it.
that time. I don't have any blue amber. I mean,
Well,
you know,
need
in
to
Florida,
come to her so she can.
huh?
You need to send her some, Irina some, so she can do some carvings for us.
Yeah. Well, you know, I say that, but the Baltic amber does fluoresce in a UV light, so it does
Yes.
turn blue. But
Yes.
that Dominican amber that is blue, you know, without having a fluorescent light on it, I don't have any of that. I would love to have some of that.
Girl, I've got a kilo of it.
Are you serious? Oh my gosh.
We'll talk.
Okay, photos in the comments later.
Everyone's going, what? Blue amber? Amber? What? Tell
Yeah.
them all about the colors. That's
Oh,
the
yeah.
thing, is the colors that it comes in is so fabulous. And I'm always getting the names wrong. I know I am.
Oh, you're fine. You're fine.
I think butterscotch is my favorite.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I like the butterscotch. I like the white, just the pure white.
No,
Yeah.
I have not seen. I have not seen any.
You haven't? Oh, well, you'll have to come visit my site more often.
Maybe I was seeing it and not realizing what I was looking at. Sometimes that happens.
Yeah, maybe.
So your friend was encouraging you and inspiring you to go sell online, and you said, okay, I want to start with these gorgeous Italian beads and beads from all over the world. And then how did you get introduced into it? Was it by Irina or someone else?
It was just really, I was online, and I was going to was it a convention or something, and I saw a piece of this carved amber, and I was like, wait a minute, what did that, you know, and I was in the car with my husband, and I was like, scroll back, and the service wasn't working. I was like, I have to figure that out. What did I just see? I connected with it, and I was scrolling. So I scrolled back. I figured out what it was. I figured out how to find it. Figured out how to find these people and do business with them. The first time I did business with him, I only bought like 3 pieces of amber because I didn't know how much I was going to fall in love with it, you know.
Those first 3 pieces, though.
Yeah. Then right after that, that's when the coronavirus hit. And so I had this established connection with a woman who has become a really good friend of mine. And she taught me everything there was to know about amber. She had been selling amber all over the world, and all of a sudden the world was shut down. She couldn't do shows anymore, and her business was shut down, you know. And I says, well, you know what? I think I can sell this, you know. And so I started buying wholesale from her and selling it. I don't want to say retail because I sell on Facebook where the prices are a little bit less.
Yes, they are.
So as far as I know,
your prices are phenomenal.
thank you.
I even shop the Baltic, like say if I go into Tucson or Denver or the big shows, I go straight to the amber dealers. Yeah. And folks, I'm going to tell you right now, you need to go check out her supply of amber because her price, amazing deal. Amazing deal. I had on amber necklaces and I took them off to do something, you know, curl the hair or whatever.
Yeah.
They were the ones that I got from you. And then when I came and sat down, I went, oh, where's my... I wanted to show off. Remember when you had those fabulous turquoise chips, amber chips, turquoise chips?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
One of them is something. 2 of them is what? I have 5 of them.
Oh, amazing. wear them all
So-
together.
I'm just so mad at myself because I wanted to show them off so badly. Look what I got from Sonja.
It's okay. Sometimes when you're taking them off, you mentioned taking them off, they get stuck in your hair. Brand new way to wear it.
I'm telling you guys, it is so fabulous. So I just think it's precious that you went ahead and took the chance. You were inspired. You did your research, not only through the inspiration of that first post where you're like, wait a minute, let's get service again, to now you have a beautiful friendship relationship with a creator who you guys have become, wonderful connections. And then through that connection, we are being able to partake of that original spark,
And
Ooh, I got chills right now just thinking about it. And that is my thrust here for BEAD Talk is I want to share with people that, look, if this is something you are inspired to do, don't hesitate, because look at your journey. Began with a little post on a little camera, and it was just that quick, and here we are now. And
Yeah.
I just am so grateful you were inspired, because all of us have been introduced to this beautiful, I don't know. So Amber, it's not, it's not exact, it's not a rock. Tell us what amber is.
Well, it's a gem. I guess I call everything rocks because I did when I was a kid, around my grandpa. But it is a gemstone, just like all the other gemstones. It's just soft, like a pearl or an opal. You have to be careful with it. If you get a piece that doesn't have silver around it, don't drop it. It will break if you drop it on concrete. So, it requires special care, which I kind of like. And, you were talking about me bringing the amber and being glad. And I just, at the same time, I have to thank you and all of you viewers out there for your part, because certainly when I sell amber, it helps me. But you're also helping the suppliers, the artists in the Baltic states who are making this. And, a lot of them, my friend from the Ukraine, her family's been quite affected by, what's going on over there. And so I just want to say thank you to everybody because, and yes, you're helping support me, and I thank you. But I really appreciate the fact that they're being supported and they're able to sell, like the lady that makes the bees, all those different kinds of bees, to be able to support an artist like that who is in need over there, it's
Precious.
It's an amazing thing.
It's the energy is absolutely precious because it does not stop. It began with your spark in the car. It built, and now it's reaching somebody who we didn't even imagine that we could reach through just the inspiration, just the desire to appreciate and love. And isn't that what it's all about? Just the love journey of it all. Oh, Sonja, that is beautiful. Thank you for sharing that. That's exactly. Let's be inspired, because you don't know who you're going to reach and who you're going to help, and even who you're going to put food on the table for, right?
Exactly. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And if more about amber, it's a gemstone. It does have unique properties as far as healing. Many people, when they put it on or wear a piece that touches the skin, they feel healing from that. And in the Baltic states, when you give amber as a gift, it's meant, okay, here's something for healing for you, and I know a lot of people in the states here do that, but I would like to just spread the word. If you want to give somebody a healing gift, give them a piece of amber.
When I was little, the little baby bead things were made of amber.
Yeah.
The teething bead
Exactly.
were amber. Of course, at the time we didn't know it, and we didn't know why we were slobbering on it so voraciously.
Yeah.
But it was actually helping.
Yeah. And so that's another thing that I enjoy being around amber and just having it pass through my fingers to someone else. I get to touch it and be around it all day. And I feel better, you know.
It's same with my gemstones. When my gemstones come through, I'm not a practitioner of Reiki or anything, but I do believe in the energy. Okay, and whenever anything comes in, I'm just like totally blessing the stones, giving love, pouring love. I don't know what you're going to be, sweet little angel, but somebody's going to be inspired by you.
Yes,
That's
yes, that's true.
I just
I'm
love
sure.
the journal. Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. So tell me about your group. Tell us about your group. She's got a Facebook group.
I do. I have the Facebook group Baltic Amber, and occasionally I do live shows when my voice is working. I'm glad it's working today. But we talk a little bit more about the colors, and I have brochures that kind of tell a little bit what different colors mean to different people. One time I lit a piece of amber on fire on the show just so we could see what it did and see
So
what it smelled
exciting.
like.
I love it.
Just the different ways that you can test amber to make sure it's real or fake. We've gone through that on the live shows, and it seems like the more the group grows, every time I get questions more about colors, more about how to tell is my amber real or fake. After a show, I get people private messaging me. I don't even know who they are. They're not my customers. And they want to know, how do I tell? And how, and so I try and answer those the best I can. But it's fun,
It is fun. I so grateful that they're not only interested, but they're coming to you because you have probably not even meant to, but by accident become an authority on it. You become the person that people are going to. I mean, that happened to me with gemstones,
Yeah.
but at least they're getting the right information.
Exactly.
And let me tell you, that little brochure, that little postcard that you put out with Amber, did you create that?
One of my suppliers helped me do that and helps me provide those. And some of them I create. I don't know which one you're talking about. There's a couple of ones.
Different versions.
Really came about because of the corona. I had the time, and my friend had the time to sit and talk with me for hours, teach me about amber, and
we all need a mentor.
After we had gone through her immediate amber, one of the other kind of things that happened, the Princess cruise lines weren't running.
Yep.
And she said, well, I set all this amber aside all year long for them. Do you want to see if you can sell this too? And I says, yes. So here comes another shipment, that was kind of fun for me because I felt like, wow, I'm really getting involved with this in a bigger way now, and I'm able to supply the U.S. with amber.
Oh, isn't it exciting seeing it grow and evolve and become something that your heart is in, but you're really not. For me, it's like my heart is in it, but I didn't even know to dream that what came next. I didn't even know that was a dream that I could have.
Yeah.
And here it is. Yeah. Oh, wow.
I know the Rona was a really hard time for a lot of people, but for me, I did okay. I was just coming out of a hard time, and I went into a time where I was able to blossom. And that's something about life. I think it cycles around like that. So if you're going through a hard time, hang in there. Refreshment is coming.
Amen. We're so thankful. So we are just, I love BEAD TALK because it really gives us some in-depth insight, not only just seeing the pictures on your page, but the story behind it all that's truly inspiring. And I'm going to say that over and over again because I can't think of any other word that's grabbing my heart, throwing it up there and allowing me this huge view to take in and just to see all the possibilities.
Yeah.
Fabulous. So are in the future, are you going to be going with your Amber? Or do you have some other art that you're going to share with us?
I have things coming up. Not ready to announce them because we're building the house. So I'm going to be tied up for a few months with that. But stay tuned to the group, Baltic Amber Beads, Jewelry, and More on Facebook.
You'll
That's where you get the
link in the description. She'll put the link, folks. She's going to place all of the links at the end of this show. And of course, the first part of this talk got shut down, but we're going to go put links there in case folks, because I'm going to put part 1 and part 2 of us up on YouTube.
Okay.
I'm going to put it all.
Okay.
So folks, so everyone will get the links.
Okay.
Oh, so she's teasing us, folks, about the future plans. I'm excited. I can't wait to hear about them. So tell us, you really are going to have a beautiful, beautiful new studio in your new house?
Well, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. When we were setting this up today, we were thinking it's going to be kind of on a loft. So we're going to face this over the loft so you can see, the mountains but out the windows behind me.
Oh!
But
Done. Out! I'm done! Oh my God!
It's just, everybody saves up for their kind of bucket list thing they want to do. And this was ours. And so we were getting to do it, which is really nice.
Oh, and together. Two artists together.
Yeah.
Wow. I love that. So how Martin and I work, I kind of have the vision and he makes it happen.
Oh, great.
I mean, he's an artist too, but his art is taking my vision and tweaking it and make it possible instead of some pipe dream that's out there that I usually am like, he says, no problem, honey. I'll lift the ceiling for you tomorrow. I'm like, okay.
Okay, sure. Go right on. That'd be great.
So when you guys first started your project, did you just say, we just need a different place? Or was it you saying, hey, I need a new house?
Well, actually, years ago, I think it was our financial planner made us list out what our goals were for retirement. And we wanted to live out on a piece of property with animals and build a home on it.
Oh.
And so we started shopping around when we were able to live in a way that wasn't attached to a city. And we found this piece of property, and it has what I would call living quarters on it, which is what I am sitting in right now. It's very, very small. And our claim to fame is that this house used to belong to John Steinbeck's granddaughter.
Oh, fun!
Right here on the property. And so, this is our dream. This is what we wanted to do. And we needed to build a home on the property in order to live here long term.
Oh, okay, I see.
Yeah.
So
you're
really like from scratch. You didn't have a little place you're staying. That is so fun. So is it, how far along into the build are you?
Well, right now we have building materials arriving.
So you're at the very beginning.
Yeah. And in June, our contractor says he will start, and they start tearing up the ground and putting down concrete and doing excavating. So June is coming very soon.
You need to do a YouTube series about it and just put up all, it's like a virtual picture book.
Yeah.
Of your progress.
Yeah.
Oh, wonderful. I'm so happy for the both of you.
Well, thank you. We're
So
happy
exciting.
to. And I'm happy to see you living in your dream area of Monument Valley. It's beautiful there. We have been there on the motorcycle. And
No kidding. Oh, they love motorcycle. Motorcycle. There's so many folks. They love to drive the motorcycles through here. What time of the year did you come?
It had to have been summer. It was hot. It was hot on that motorcycle.
It's like the most famous time to come is like when it's 110, 15. Yeah. And I tell everybody, come in April, come in May. Don't come in July or August. But it's booked out during those months.
Well, what a beautiful place for you to have there in Monument Valley. I'm really excited.
Well, one day, darling, you guys are going to have to drive your motorcycles out here and stay a few days.
Yeah, that'll be nice.
So are you driving the motorcycle too?
No. In fact, my husband actually sold it.
Oh,
he did. He felt like he was... I don't know. When we moved to Montana, he wasn't in touch enough to keep up with the safety, and he wasn't riding it as much.
Yeah.
He felt it would be safer to have, a new fancy car.
I'm with him. I'm saying I'm with him.
A little bit
I
safer.
back that plan 100%.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I love when folks, when I'm sharing with them, I'm talking with them, they're like, we've been to Monument Valley. Yeah. And I feel like, they've been to my home. The whole area is just that big open expanse. And that's the experience that you're getting here at my house. So if you drive through, you're getting that same vibe for my place. And I don't know if you ever seen, I have up in my featured post a picture of where I actually live to show people. When I say we live remotely. Yeah. And it's the exact same feeling you're going to get when you're out in Monument Valley proper, what I call it, like right out where the park actually is. So you went, when you went, did they also call it the Forrest Gump Trail?
I don't know.
You don't remember? They've renamed that little famous scene in Forrest Gump. They've renamed it the Forrest Gump Trail. And it's like,
nice. Very nice.
And you have to be careful when you're driving through because everyone's laying in the middle of the road trying to get that shot.
Oh, yeah.
It's scary. It's so scary. It's so crazy. But I'm just so thankful that I could share that with you, that you've been here.
Yeah.
I love it.
It's a beautiful place, and my husband loves it there. He just needed an excuse to come back, and you gave him that. So we'll
on.
Yeah.
That was Angela too. So when we made the bead retreat, her husband George, he's like a potter, but he's I don't even know. He's like an expert potter. He's a teacher, and he creates pieces in entire dinner sets. She told him about it. He had the itch to come, but it was a women's bead retreat. Well, as it turned out, her flight didn't work, so now he's going to drive her, so he's going to get to come see it too. I'm so excited. So it just works out that way. The guys really want to come out too, and we're going to figure it all out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so you teased us about the future. We're just going to have to sit on our hands and wait for the news.
I do have this. When I started my beading company, I called it Beadworld, and I figured whoever owns a company called Beadworld should have one of these.
Oh, so my goodness.
I made it. They're artisan beads made by other artists, but
lovely. Oh, that's
this is kind of the future. Beads will definitely be in the future. Stay tuned, and we'll give you more information as time goes on.
So your husband's paintings, are they up on your business page?
He actually has, sometimes I post his paintings or share them, but www.williamstebe.com.
We are going to link it in the comments. Don't you worry, William. We're going to plug you, darling. I know we haven't met yet, but I hope we do one day. Yeah. We're going to share the joy of this multi-talented family here. That is inspiring. I love hearing that when the wife and the husband are both creators and just amazing joy coming out of their creation.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you for sharing that. Well, before we head out, would you like to share any last thoughts or joys or ideas or news with us?
I can't think of anything else other than the fact that I am just so honored to be on your show.
Oh.
And thank you so much for having me and sharing the links. And thank you for all you do for our beading community. You're amazing, Kelly.
Well, thank you. Thank you. And I want you to know it's also because of darlings like you that people like me get to come out of their shell. Really.
Oh.
Really. I really appreciate that that you are just an amazing, beautiful, quality, loving, darling person, and having you in our world too is just mwah. I'm so glad. I'm so glad you got to reschedule just for the week later, because I was like, oh no, what if she cancels? I really want to talk with Sonja.
Yeah. We just had that small town party, and it's only once a year, and then my voice wasn't working anyways, so it was meant to be.
Well, I hope you had fun, because I knew you were looking forward to getting back into some in-person events.
Yes. Yeah, it was a really fun event, and just seeing some of the crazy small town events that are unique to this area. Yeah. You know, it seems every community has their own little things. And
we all have our own quirks, right?
Yes, exactly.
I know. I know. Okay, well, gosh, I just want you to know it's been our honor and our joy and our privilege to have you here. Thank you for sharing all about your journey, and especially sharing about the amber, because that's how I came to know you. And this is just a bonus. Seeing that gorgeous beauty behind you is just still blowing me away. I can't wait till we shut this down. I'm going to watch this on repeat so I can just really give it a good go with my little eyeballs here. But you have just been a joy. I appreciate you with all my heart. And just tell us, maybe you'll come back and join us again one day.
Yeah, sure.
All right. I'm getting everybody on the hook first before I let you go.
All right.
Thank you.
Well, thank you so much.
Tell me really quick, pronounce your last name for me.
Stebe.
Stebe. Okay, I did. I had it right.
Yep.
You know, it's always fun when I'm pronouncing something different.
Yeah.
I'm just making an effort to make sure that folks know. Thank you so much, darling. We appreciate you. Mwah. You have a wonderful evening.
Okay, you too. Thank you.
Up on her picture on the top. There it is. Thank you, Sonja.
Okay. Bye.
Bye-bye, darling. What? Wasn't that amazing? Finally. I am so grateful that this worked out, even though it's in 2 parts. Don't worry, we're going to have both of them up on YouTube, part 1 and part 2, and we're going to just keep working on improving on the technical system here. Now, part of the reasons we have some issues is not just our equipment, but we really are in remote Monument Valley, Utah, and when you go and look at anything in Monument Valley, you'll see what I'm saying. So any little sandstorm, and I post lots of dust storms here, you'll see what's going on. So I just want to say thank you to all of you for being so patient and good and hanging out with us. And for this episode of BEAD Talk, don't miss tomorrow. I have a live show at my profile. Don't forget, go sign up for our bead retreat if you haven't already. Get your deposit in. We only have 6 spots left, and we hope you're one of them. Maybe 5 by now, I think. But we are just excited and want you to be a part of all the joy. Bless you guys. We'll see you tomorrow. Don't forget to check out my albums. Have a wonderful evening, and thank you for joining us on this episode with Sonja Stebe of BEAD Talk.